Real Madrid versus Barcelona, an El Clásico Copa del Rey final, people. Oh my Lord, I'm so excited for it. Honestly, this is gonna be a massive game. And I couldn't just drop one part, guys. We have to drop two parts to a video because there is so much to discuss in terms of squad lineup, how the managers are going to tactically adapt to the game itself, and then put our predictions in for this game. Honestly, I'm so hopeful, but also wary at the same time. I'm not that confident as many people think I am by my reaction at the moment. So let's just get into the first video. And I really wanted to talk about Ancelotti versus Hansi Flick. Now, both of these managers, obviously, they had their runnings in the past this season. And we all know about the scoreline. I don't want to stress it too much, but Real Madrid fans, we have accumulated 9 goals against Barcelona this season, with only 2 scored against them. And honestly, yeah, that is absolutely shocking. But is it a different Real Madrid side now? I'm not so sure on that either, unfortunately. But I think this is Ancelotti's last chance at glory this season, because I think LaLiga, Barcelona are going to run away with it. I have to be honest, especially when we play them away in Barcelona, it's going to be done and dusted. But the Copa del Rey final is definitely an opportunity just to get one game against Barcelona this season, because we have been hopeful. Stylistically, when we have played them before, it has been absolutely atrocious. We know that when the first match, essentially, we played against them, that high line caught Mbappe so many times offside, it was literally, we couldn't count it at all. So this match itself, and we know Barcelona are going to still adopt that high line press. That's an absolute gimme. We know Hansi Flick, that is his style, impressing teams to literally gain the ball quickly, gain possession quickly, and hit teams on the break or hit teams with an intense attacking strategy. That's what he does. No more than 2 to 3 passes towards the wings to Rafinha, to Yamal. And it's going to be an opportunity for Real Madrid here to assess how Real Madrid are going to play and how Barcelona are going to play as well. And it's giving Ancelotti literally in a frame, okay, we've had these 2 matches before. What can we work on to literally beat them? And I want to say something here. How Dortmund played in the second leg is how we should play as well. Look, Dortmund just use all their attacking potential to hit Barcelona quickly with intense attacks continuously, and then we need to do exactly the same thing. When we have the ball, I don't want to see consistently sideways backwards passing. I don't want to say it anymore because it's consistently frustrating me. When we had Arda Güler against Getafe, that was the opportunity to show how we can play when we have a creator in the midfield. And we know that Barcelona are going to literally lock up the midfield, especially with Pedri there. This guy is an absolute monster. When he picks up the ball, glides through people, glides through them with ease. So we need to have someone like that in our team. I would love to see Arda Güler start, but guess what? Ancelotti is not going to start him. As a fact, it's a fact. We know that already. He's going to start Bellingham. That is an absolute fact. So whether you like it or not, Arda Güler is not going to start. But if we can still play Bellingham there and we can still maneuver the ball quickly, Bellingham, I've got to say, recently has been turning like an absolute truck on the pitch. A truck literally takes about 365 days to turn it in one full circle. What is that? What is it? I don't understand it. So Real Madrid as a squad, need to be intense with their passing, quick, precise. And Vinny looked like a completely different character when he has technical footballers around him. And a striker that can actually run onto the ball rather than receiving it in, let's say, a false line area like Mbappe does a lot of the times. Like Endrick was running onto Vinny's passes continuously, making those runs. Directness, quick, precise. That's what we need to do. Because when we have the ball and we have an attacking opportunity, we cannot waste it. That's one thing I need to mention today. We cannot waste our opportunities against Barcelona, because when you see Barcelona, when they move the ball quickly, transition from defense to attack, they have everything about them that says, okay, every single attacking opportunity they have, they're going to score it. That's what it is. That's what it is. So we need to learn to deal with that as well. And that just leads me on to another point here. Defensively, we have to be solid. And Valverde is the only person in a right-back position that can do that job. Because Vasquez, even though he's played decently, I'm not going to, lie about it. Because he has actually played decently the last few matches when he has played right-back. I've got to be honest. Even against Arsenal, he was decent. Even against Arsenal. So it's an opportunity for us to say, okay, cool. Do we want to have more in attack and then solidify the midfield with Valverde there and potentially Vasquez in right back? Or are we going to play Valverde a right back? Because he's going up against the main man, Rafinha. Absolute crazy goal scorer this season. So Valverde is the one who's going to try and lock up Rafinha. Will Vasquez have success there? I don't think so. So it's a must start for Valverde. I have to be honest here. And the centre positions in terms of the defence, look, we've seen Alaba there, we've seen rotations, we've seen Asensio, we've seen Rudiger, we've seen Tchouaméni there as well. And I think Tchouaméni's best position is that defensive midfielder. So it's going to have to be Asensio and Rudiger there starting, because we need the quickness of Asensio and we need the solidity of Rudiger there. And then, of course, left back, I have to say it's going to have to be Fran Garcia, because Fran Garcia is the only one who can keep up, I think, because of his agility wise, with Yamal. Now, hey, that's just saying that, guys. In practice, it probably won't work, because Yamal is absolutely sensational. He's a sensational footballer, and you know what? Every time I see him play, I'm in awe. I am. And for his age, for his growth, everything, his potential is unreal. So just looking at it, it's going to have to be Fran Garcia. Obviously with Tchouaméni, and I would love to see Ceballos in the midfield just to contain Barcelona as well. Like, we could play with a 4 in the midfield. We could, in a diamond, with maybe Ceballos, Bellingham, Valverde and Tchouaméni, and then maybe play Vinny and Mbappe up front. That could work. He could do so many things, honestly, because that midfield, we need to have high pressing individuals, people who can literally bite at the heels of players like Pedri. So Ceballos, Valverde, Tchouaméni, Bellingham, all really workhorse midfielders who can do a job there. And that just leaves up front. Honestly, Vinny and Mbappe don't work well together, we know. But can they get goals? Potentially. Can they get goals on such a momentous occasion? Potentially. It's all potentials, guys. It's all hypotheticals. We don't know what's going to happen. We don't know how Ancelotti's going to set up. We don't know his tactics. We don't know what he's going to say to the players beforehand and how they're going to play. But let me tell you this. The first match we played against them, where we did lose 4-0, unfortunately, at the Bernabéu, sometimes when we looked at it, especially in that first half, if we could bypass the offside trap, then there is an opportunity for us to score, because they do press up so high that we just need a creative player there that can pick out the man. And honestly, Gula, Brahim Diaz, Modric, if he wants to play Modric, honestly, one of these players, I have to say, could be involved in the team as a starting 11 player. And if Arda Güler is that man, I think he can create certain amounts of passes, so he can have the vision to pick out the front two if it's going to be a 4-4-2 in a diamond, or 4-3-3 maybe with Rodrigo or Vinny and Mbappe. Look, I have no idea, but what I do know is this: Barcelona, they're going to be consistently threatening the goal. That's the problem. And defensive wise and the midfield wise, we need to be solid. Real Madrid need to be solid. If we're not, we are going to crumble before you know it. It's going to be so quick, and in a flash they will score a goal because they have the quality to do that. So let's just see that, guys. Yeah, let's just see it. I'm just assessing really how the squads can evolve and how they can adapt during the match as well, and maybe putting Brahim Diaz later on would help as well. So who knows, fresh legs later could actually impact the game wisely. So it's all up to Ancelotti. And honestly, this final, I'm just going to say nothing about Ancelotti at all, because I just need to put faith in him to do the right thing. And if we can get that victory, then you know what? All credit to him, just for beating Barcelona on the grandest stage and one of the major trophies this year. Well, that wraps up part one, guys. Tomorrow, I'm going to summarize the actual Barcelona starting 11 and how they can have players in their system that can really impact the game in going in their favor, and how we can combat that. And also, I'm just going to be going on tactics, how players can be adapting to certain positions during the game that will allow them to impact the game also. So guys, take care. That is my part one for the Copa del Rey final preview. Let's hope we do something, and just tune in for part two tomorrow. Take care.